All right, what's going on, everyone? Chris, Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Bowman Draft Quarter Case Break number 5. Welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands can move. If you're new to the channel, do us a huge favor and hit the old subscribe button there. Help a brother out. eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings. Look in the description. You'll see a link. Follow that, and you can win some free cards. And as always, our website, chefsportscards.com. We just put a bunch of new breaks up over there. Some Bowman's Best and Prism, Super Break, Supercharge Edition, and something a little different for us, the Warner Brothers 100th Anniversary All-Star Trading Card Set. These are pretty cool. Something different. We'd mostly do baseball, that's for sure, but we did it as dirt cheap as we could, the break, so we could just do one. I just want to do one. And I know this is a group that doesn't usually, well, I don't normally do this type of stuff, so, but check it out. They're pretty cool. The cards are very cool, and they do have some pretty good values to them and stuff like that if you want to try that out. Check out chefsportscards.com. All right, teams. Where are we? All right. D-backs, Brandon S. Braves, Travis J. Orioles, Jonathan S. Red Sox, Ian B. Cubs, Thomas O. White Sox and Reds, Morgan E. Guardians, Kurt D. Rockies, John C. Tigers, Ladero W. Royals, Thomas O. Astros, Simon C. Angels, Carl S. Dodgers, Rob H. Brewers, Scott H. Twins, Anthony C. Marlins, Kurt D. Mets, Michael K. Yankees, Adam C. A's, Kurt D. Phillies, Ben M. Pirates, Michael B. Cardinals, Chris C. Padres, Michael K. Giants and Mariners, Chris C. Rays, Morgan E. Rangers, Billy R. Blue Jays, Michael B. And Nationals, Rob H. All right, let's open some cards. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. One more week till the Super Bowl, baby. Come on, baby. Needless to say, we will not be breaking on Sunday next week. I will actually take the Super Bowl off so I can see if my beloved Eagles can take care of the Chiefs. And if they lose, I don't know that I could come on and take that much of a beating from people. Not on the actual day. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. These are from a fresh case. We'll have some more of these next week. De La Cruz. Hopefully we'll find another one of those Jackson Holidays like we did in the last case we had. Dalton Rushing, first. I like it when it's first. For the Dodgers. And Felix Valario for Milwaukee. 19 of 150 for the Brewers. For Scott. Try to get my hands working. Donnie DeAndre for the Twins. Kumar Rocker. Jeez. Some gold coming up. Good luck, everyone. Ooh, Acuna. Baby Acuna to 50 for Texas. 39 of 50 for the Rangers. Billy. Wait. And my hands do not want to work today. I already have the worst hands in the business. they have a mind of their own. Jonathan Mejia for the Cardinals. And blue, William Kempner first for the Giants. 146 of 150 for Chris. So what do we got? Like 10 days to pitchers and catchers or something like that? I'll tell you what, it seems every year the off season for baseball feels shorter and shorter. Not that I'm complaining. In fact, I'm extremely happy, but baseball players have to be like, my God, do we ever stop? It feels like the World Series just happened. They get like a Christmas break and then it's back at it. Kevin Alcantara. Yellow coming up. Nice. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Walter Ford first for the Mariners. Very nice. 9 of 75. Also, Chris. Chris back to back. Elijah Green. Alexis Hernandez for the Cubs. Jace Jung. Cooper Herpy for the Cardinals. Miguel Hernandez for the Orioles. Kevin Cross and Drew Gilbert. Lamar King Jr. for the Padres. Blue coming up. Curtis Mead for Tampa Bay. 15 of 150. Tampa is Morgan. Nate Furman for the Guardians. Orange coming up. There we go. Jack Brannigan, first for the Pirates. 16 of 25. Very nice. Teamer Johnson. Michael B with the Pirates. Teamer, first. Nice one there for Pirates. And Jackson Holiday first. Mason Wind to 150 for the Cardinals. 68 of 150. There's a Chase DeLauder. If you haven't been in one of these breaks before, certain papers will top load to the Jackson Holiday, Chase DeLauder, Jace Jung, guys like that. I think I missed the Jace Jung earlier, but we'll find them the sort. And of course, all the Aquas will be sleeved and top loaded too. We're just do it later to save some time. I'm out here top loading half the break. Brooks Lee. There's a Cole Young. Nice one for Seattle. Another yellow coming up to 75. Another Acuna. Wow. Working the rainbow. Golden canary yellow. 21 of 75. I'd say Texas is doing all right. Billy. Buddy. Warming for the Rockies. All right. One down, two to go. I was being lazy today, which is honestly not like me. I'm usually working pretty much 7 days a week. But I was just exhausted earlier today and couldn't get going. And college basketball was on. I'm amazed. Yeah, you can watch so many college basketball games on a Saturday. It's insane. Like, I was watching the Tennessee game because my son was at the game. And, yeah, it was a good game. They were playing Florida. And I was doing some work on the computer, and it's like every time I look up, it was like there was another game on. I haven't watched college basketball like that in a while. That's what's nice about college basketball. It's kind of quick. You know what I mean? Like pro ball tends to get dragged out with all the timeouts. Not to say they don't call them in college, but they seem to be a lot quicker those games. Parker Messick for the Guardians. Plus, the last time Tennessee played Florida, Tennessee was number one and went there and got thumped. And lost by like 30 or something like that. It was crazy. Benny Montgomery to 150 for the Rockies. 81 of 150. Clark Elliott for the A's. Kumar Rocker. Another yellow coming up. Good luck, everyone. Robert Hassel for the Nationals. 18 of 75. For Rob H. Yeah, it's crazy how like college sports rolls like that. I mean, my son goes to Tennessee and they're like basically the number one sports school in the country right now. I'm not saying that because of being a fan, just they won the national championship in basketball, they're in baseball, they're a top 10 basketball team. They were in the college football playoffs. But you go back a few years, man, that Tennessee was doing nothing. Like it's amazing how it kind of goes around. You think of like Miami in like the 80s with football, in the 80s into the 90s, like, and then they just disappeared for a long. Now, I mean, they had some violations and some things that worked against them, but they just kind of disappear, and then all of a sudden they're back again. Jackson Cox for the Rockies. It's just interesting how college sports runs like that. Now, what's weird now is this NIL thing. I mean, I saw a guy the other day who said that, and I was shocked. I actually looked this up. Do you know that every single starting quarterback in the SEC, every single one from, Alabama and Georgia and Texas and Tennessee, the big schools, down to Vanderbilt and Kentucky, and I'm not saying they're not big schools, just, the teams that didn't do as well. Every single quarterback in the SEC last year made more money than Brock Purdy did as the quarterback of the San Francisco Giants. This NIL deal is like, it's great. These kids should get paid, but for some people, it's just getting out of control already. Mason Barnett for Kansas City. Because I think the kid from Vanderbilt, I think that's who they were talking about. I can't remember his name. The quarterback. I guess he had an opportunity. I mean, like, he had a really good year. They kind of came out of nowhere. Vanderbilt ended up being good. They ended up the top 25 team. They beat Alabama and, had a good season. What's that? Another gold coming up. Here's another Jackson Holiday. And Hayden Wallace for Kansas City, 39 of 50. For Thomas. And I guess he had an opportunity to come out for the draft, and a lot of people thought he would. But he made so much NIL money, it's not even worth it for him to leave school, which is a good thing. I mean, they should stay and get their degree, especially at Vanderbilt. But, like, there isn't even an incentive to get to the NFL now. They'd rather just stay in college and get paid. Who can blame them, right? But I was watching, or I was listening to this podcast that my brother-in-law had sent me, that Golden Tate was on with some other players, some other past football players, and they were talking about the Eagles team back the year they won the Super Bowl. And he brought this whole thing up, and he said the problem with it is, Khalil Watson, is the schools can just buy players now, basically, because so Tennessee, which is where my son goes to school down in Knoxville, I don't know if any of you guys heard this, but next year they've actually added a talent fee to their football tickets. It's like a $10 talent fee, which goes to the NIL money. And what it does is it pays the guys who don't really make NIL money. The 50th guy or the 60th guy on the depth chart, Alex DeJesus to 150 for Toronto, for Michael. Because the thought is like, okay, if you take a team like Tennessee, who's, on the move up, they finished, 6th, 7th this year. We're in the college playoffs. They seem like they should be a contender for years to come. Well, you might have 3 or 4 guys on that team who make absurd amounts of money, the quarterback, the running back, whatever. But most of the other guys don't, won't make anything pretty much. So now they're going to charge a talent fee, which is going to go straight into a pool that's going to get divided amongst all the players. Well, which is great for the guys who wouldn't normally make money, but is there a cap to it? You know what I mean? Now you're just paying guys to play at your school, Adam Mazer, but apparently it's legal, so who am I to say? But well, that kid at Vandy might actually know what to do with $1 million. Well, what's his name? Manning's nephew at Texas, who didn't even hasn't even really played. I mean, he played a little bit this year, but last year in his freshman year, he made like $6.8 million. He made more than Joe Burrow did in his freshman year on his NIL deal. Alex Freeland, because they were just selling jerseys. And if you haven't been to a college football game, it's interesting because they have like the pro shop and then the NIL shops. Who's got the Dodgers? Rob. There you go. And you, it's funny. Like again, I can only compare Tennessee because that's where I've been. But at Neyland Stadium, they have this gorgeous, what you would expect pro shop. You'd see in any stadium. It's 2 floors. It's beautiful. And then they have these little like closets all over the place that are the NIL stores. So if you buy something in there, the money goes direct to the kids. So they don't exactly try and promote it, but at a school like that, it's not hard to make $1 million. That's for sure. Ben Joyce for the Angels. Yeah. Well, I would assume in a way the boosters have to be happy about this. They don't have to shell out quite the bucks they used to. But, in hindsight, first of all, my one sister went to college on a full sports scholarship. She was a volleyball player, and she was very, very good. Jose Ramos for the Dodgers, 7 of 75. And she was starving in college. Like, I remember her talking about it all the time. Like, she wasn't allowed to get a job. The only job you could do, and again, this was in the late 80s. Okay. So the only job you could do was work study for the school. And when you're an athlete, you already had limited hours to work as it was. But she never had any money. Like she wasn't even allowed to go get a waitressing job because they say, oh, well, a booster could come in and tip you and this and that. She's like, I'm a volleyball player. Like, who the hell's going to pay me? So I understand why these kids need to be paid, and they should be. Jackson Tree. I just think they maybe, I don't know, maybe set some limits or something. Because if you watch that Manziel documentary, and I mean, he's a jagoff, I get it, but I mean, he had some valid points in that thing. Ooh, is that a red? Red to 5. Good luck, everyone. All right, let's see what we got. Mercedes, Yasser Mercedes for the 20s, numbered 5 of 5. Very nice. We got the Twins tonight. Anthony, there you go. Cool card. Um, they sold like 38 million of his jersey, Adidas, and he never saw a dime. Like, I mean, that's not right. You sell 30 million jerseys with a kid's name on the back of it and go, yeah, all right, here's your education. Thank you. Like, so, I mean, there's some legit behind it. I get that, but I don't know. Like I said, I saw a thing where a lot of the big players on the big teams, especially on the SEC or the Big Ten teams or whatever, are purchasing a lot of stuff for other players, to try and make up for the fact that they're, you know, making 28,000 times more than any of them are. Jared McKenzie. I know, what was it? Utah bought every kid on the football team a truck or something. Like, the money in sports is like incomprehensible. Like you think of college sports as, oh, it's college sports. I mean, I'm not dumb. Obviously, there's money in it. I mean, I live right down the street from Villanova. When I tell you that Villanova tripled its campus size after winning 2 national championships, I am being very polite. Like, they literally bought all this. I mean, they took over half of this area out here after, I mean, because they made hundreds of millions of dollars from winning those national championships. J.R. Ritchie for the Braves. Yeah, man. Villanova's no joke with those national championships. Jeez. They added like 7,000 dorm rooms and, another like 150 acres to their campus. Dominic Keegan to 150 for Tampa Bay, which, if you don't know this area, I mean, the suburban Philadelphia, there's not a lot of open land around here. It's not like they were out picking up farms and stuff. I mean, they were buying crazy expensive property because Villanova's in a very, very rich area. Um, called the Main Line in Philadelphia. So nothing around there is cheap, that's for sure. Tampa is Morgan. You buddy. Shaylin Polanco for the Pirates. Another orange coming up. Good luck. Steven Zobak for Kansas City. 17 of 25. Chase Young. Thomas. Had some good color in these boxes. We just need a super fractal. We'll have a bit of everything. Samuel Munoz for the Dodgers. All right, 2 down, 1 to go. We'll do the rest of this case next week. If you guys are interested, Friday and Saturday, we'll have some posted. I mentioned it earlier, but we got a bunch of new breaks posted on the website. Bowman's Best, Prism, Super Break, Supercharge, which we've done twice already, has been awesome. We had a Montana rookie auto in one. We had a 101 J-Rod patch auto. We had all kinds of fun stuff in those. And the Warner Brothers 100th anniversary all-star cards, which are cool. Trace Gonzalez. Something different for us, but I literally made it as cheap as I could, just break even price, so we could try and do one and see if everyone likes it. So check it out at chefsportscards.com. Blue coming up. Jordan Walker for the Cardinals. 15 of 150. Trey Sweeney for the Yanks. Chase Young. Gavin Cross. And another yellow. Angel Martinez this time for the Guardians. 69 of 75. Joshua Baez for the Cardinals. Another gold coming up. Good luck, everyone. Shaylin Polanco for the Pirates. 33 of 50. For Michael. Tanner Schobel for the Twinnies. Sorry about that, folks. Little internet blip. Or something like that. I don't know what exactly. We're still here. This is the pack. I stopped. I just started opening the pack when I saw it, so this is the pack we were on right here. The last thing we had was the Shaylin Polanco, but I'm pretty sure you guys all saw that one. This is the pack we were on here. This was the first cards, and there was a Ignacio Alvarez to 150 for the Braves. 42 of 150. Menzardo for Tampa. Jackson Holiday. No Kumars yet, but Bill, you've had some other good stuff. You might want to rewind. There's a DVR's right on the bottom if you want to go back. Otherwise, we'll do a hit recap at the end of this. At the end after this last box. Tristan Verling. Okay, cool. Vaquero for Washington. DeLauder. Excuse me. I'll clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Makes me think of what's that? Zach and Miri movie. They go to their high school reunion. That song's playing. Alan Cerda for Cincinnati. Manuel Rodriguez for the Twinnies to 150. 8 of 150. For Anthony. Cade Horton. Another yellow coming up. Kristen Hernandez for the Cubbies, 20 of 75. For Thomas. Is that who that was? I didn't know who that was. I just know the song. DJ Cool. Let me clear my throat. I think it was a little. What year that song came out? I think it was a little bit after after my high school days. But it's funny. Anytime I think of that song, I always think of that movie. DJ Cool. I don't think I would have remembered that. It's an interesting song, that's for sure. Michael Kennedy for the Pirates. Brandon Barria for Toronto. All right, last few packs. We got Archives coming up next, 10:15. Blue. Hey, there he is. You asked. Whoops, slipped right out of my hands. Kumar Rocker Blue. 46 of 150. Here you go, Billy. Perfect timing, my friend. Yeah, late 90s. I'm a little old too. That late 90s, that was definitely past my high school days. Benny Montgomery. Last pack. All right, folks. I want to thank you for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. We will be here tomorrow night, too, if you want to come check us out. Otherwise, please head on over to the website, check it out, and grab a spot over on chefsportscards.com. And just bear with me for a sec while I put this hit recap together. Yeah, he's ready to go. That's good. All right, hit recap for 2022 Bowman Draft, quarter case break number 5. I'm not going to go through them all, but we got a million aquas here. We'll go through and sleeve and top load those bad boys. Numbered parallels. We didn't have any autos tonight, but we had a lot of nice numbered parallels. To 150, Valario, Kempner, Meade, Montgomery, Wynn, De Jesus, Freeland, Keegan, Walker, Alvarez, Rodriguez, and Kumar Rocker that we just got. Those are all to 150. Yellows to 75, Acuna, Hassel, Ford, Ramos, Martinez, and Hernandez. Golds to 50, another Acuna, Wallace, Polanco. Orange to 25, Jack Brannigan, Steven Zobak, and red to 5, Yasser Mercedes for the 20s. Not too shabby. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it. We'll be back in 5 with Archives. Have a great night. Take care.